My dad sent me a text that wasn't meant for me, and it completely changed how I saw my family. 2 weeks before my wedding, my dad accidentally sent me a text that was meant for my mom. That was the moment everything fell apart. For context, my parents never really liked my fiancée. They were always polite to her face, but cold underneath it. My mom especially hated the fact that my fiancé came from a poor family. Meanwhile, my younger brother could do absolutely no wrong. My parents paid for his car, his apartment, even part of his business that failed in less than a year. But when it came to my wedding, suddenly money was tight. So my fiancé and I paid for almost everything ourselves. Honestly, we didn't even care anymore. We just wanted the day to finally happen. Then one night, I was sitting on the couch when my phone buzzed. It was from my dad, and the text said, "Your mother is right. We should wait until after the wedding to tell him about the house." I just stared at it for a second. Then, another message came through immediately after. "Ignore that. Wrong person." Yeah. No kidding. I called him instantly asking what house he was talking about. At first he tried to laugh it off, saying it was nothing important. But I kept pushing until he finally admitted it. My parents had secretly bought my younger brother a house. Not helped him with a down payment. Bought him a house. Completely. And apparently, everyone in the family knew except me. The worst part? The house cost more than my parents claimed they could possibly afford to help with my wedding. I felt sick. My fiancée kept asking what was wrong, and honestly, I didn't even know how to explain it without sounding jealous. Because it wasn't really about the money. It was realizing my parents had spent my entire life treating me like the backup child. My brother called me later that night, and actually sounded embarrassed. He admitted he told my parents not to hide it from me, but my mom insisted it would only create drama before the wedding. Too late for that. The next morning, I drove to my parents' house. My mom immediately got defensive and started saying things like, "Your brother needs more support than you do." And, "You've always been independent." That sentence honestly broke something in me, because parents always say they're proud when one kid is independent, but somehow that becomes an excuse to give everything to the other one. I asked my mom one question. If you had to choose one of us to disappoint, was it always going to be me? She went completely silent, and that silence told me everything. I left without saying another word. A few hours later, my fiancée found me sitting in my car, outside our apartment, just staring at the steering wheel. And I don't know why, but the second she hugged me, I started crying like a little kid. Not because of the house, because for the first time in my life, I realized I was never actually expecting fairness from my parents. I was just hoping they'd eventually love me the same way.